All right, welcome y'all. We getting into the Sports Junky Lounge.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
right up my alley.
So, how much of the NFL draft you caught up to so far?
None.
Uh, I only I caught some of it. I know that my team, the Las Vegas Raiders, got Ashton Junky, which I wanted. I wanted him.
Oh, really? Did you did you have your eye on him?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They went out and got Geno Smith, so they already solidified the quarterback with Pete Carroll. So I thought they might try to go for a quarterback, but after they went in and signed Geno Smith, Pete Carroll, ex-player of Pete Carroll, who's now coaching the Raiders. So why not? Why not? And plus, Geno Smith is an interception waiting to happen. So take the pressure off of him, if it pans out. So yeah.
Well, the Jaguars, they traded up to where they got number 2, and they ended up picking Travis Hunter.
Yes.
So that's gonna be good for them.
And who was that? Cleveland. They took it from Cleveland. I think he was supposed to go to Cleveland.
Yeah, I think it was Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but Deion Sanderson is still on the list.
Mm-hmm. Those hating that they sabotaged this whole offseason, saying he's too cocky, saying he's too this. Look at Johnny Manziel.
But at this point, there's so many quarterbacks in the league and so many quarterbacks going to the draft. Like, I'd say it'd be hard to make it as a quarterback and to get into the draft. I don't know. I haven't really been a football fan.
But he was a top 5 quarterback this season in college. He won awards.
I get it. Like he from what I've seen from him, he's a really good quarterback. I don't know if they're looking at, because he's Deion Sanders' son.
Oh yeah, and, of course that's got to do.
You know what I mean? Like, and so there's been a lot of hate since Deion started coaching Colorado.
Yeah, what he did didn't matter when he was at Jackson State. They didn't care.
No.
When he got to Power 5, it's crazy. But I feel like that had something to do with it. They, somebody came out anonymously like a day before the draft or 2 days before the draft and said they interviewed him. He was a bad interview. Say your name.
Yeah.
Say your name. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do it. And then they said, I think it came out that it was somebody named Brian Day. But still, you don't do that.
Well, not even that, but that's the point of getting into the leagues. In college, you really don't do that many interviews like that. You do, but you don't. And pros, you do interviews. You do the pre-game interviews, the post-game interviews, the walking into the locker room, coming off the court.
Mm-hmm.
You do a lot of interviews in the pros. Like, it just, I don't know.
I think there was something more to it than just the other team not needing a quarterback and issues with maybe his skill set. And I only say that because you might be right. If you think his skill sets are not what they need to be a top first round pick, then that's fine. But don't make him that in the mock draft all year long.
Right.
All year long. They said he was going to go between him and Cam Ward. There was nobody else. It was them two. That was it. All year long, even during the season last year. And then when the season ended, when they really could get into the mock draft, and now they know, who's going and who's staying, and all that. Even when they didn't know, they was basically saying if he leaves this season, this is where he would possibly be picked based on our analysis and assessment of him. So they had Shador up there in the top 5 all year long, and so it had to be something. It had to be personal because he skipped pro day, so he skipped something, but he did go out there and throw. But he missed this event, like the combines. He didn't go to that, But so what? That happens all the time, So what changed? Is all I'm saying.
Right.
What changed? If you thought that was a problem, then why didn't he slide right when you was making your mock draft in the beginning?
That's why I keep some of those mock drafts to kind of like I watch them, I read them, but I don't really take too much. They don't hold too much weight with me,
right?
Because there was one year, I can't remember which year in the NBA they had a draft, and I was like, this dude's gonna go high, and then he didn't even go till the second round. I was like, man, like
was that they had him high in the mock draft?
Yeah, and so I don't know, like it just. But I mean, I don't know. I think there's other reasons of why he didn't get picked,
but.
Because it's not the fact that he's not good enough, because he's good enough.
Right, his numbers show it, but once again, like I said, whatever it is, it has to be personal, because his numbers, he won awards. He won awards. Top quarterback. He won awards. His numbers were great. And that's what they said. They kept saying he's accurate, he's this, he's that. So once again, what changed? Yeah. What changed? See, they had him going. They was between him and Cam Ward, 1 and 2, and then in the top 5, and the Raiders was 6. And so then they said, well, he might go to the Raiders because he's been working out with Tom Brady. So even that was the only reason why he slid out of the top 5, because the Raiders we needed a quarterback,
right?
So. I don't understand, man. And they're gonna and they're trying to say, he gave bad interviews. That don't have nothing to do with his damn play on the field.
Yeah.
It don't mean nothing.
And that's just day one of the NFL draft too.
Yeah,
so.
Man, that's crazy. Man.
I think they're on day 2 tonight.
Yeah, it's probably already started.
So I don't know. We'll see.
I hope he goes to the Raiders. We can take him now. I didn't want him 1, but I'll take him 2. We got what we wanted. Vegas, here I come, baby.
It's a good spot to go to, man. I mean,
Daddy's working right now. But he'll be back home in Las Vegas soon.
But also on a college note, I don't know if you heard that the NCAA is going to make it to where
this ought to be good.
The schools can directly pay players.
See,
is that a good thing or a bad thing? To you?
To me, it's a bad thing.
To you?
To me, I think it's a good tool to use, because like I said, the way I think the NIL thing should have worked anyways is you give a player a 2-year contract starting out. Then you have, after the 2 years, you either go to the draft, you go into the portal, or you sign another 1 or 2 year contract.
Right.
With the college.
Yeah.
So, but you're getting paid.
But you're getting paid.
Right.
If you want to get treated like a professional player, that's what professionals do.
Okay. Right. And so that's what I was going to say. It's not about who pays, whether it's coming from NIL or the school. The problem is the lack of commitment, because now players are just playing 1 year and they say, or might not play the year at all and say, no, because y'all promised me this. Well, how much can you offer me? How can you? And then they pay them that, and then that's another school offers them more, than they out. So like you said, so that's what I was going to say, is that the contracts are more important than who pays.
Yeah, but also too, it also frees, like, because right now all the NIL is going off benefactors. Like UK is the Kraft family, I think. Arkansas is Tyson family.
Yeah, Tyson, and I think
they got
Walmart
that chicken
too.
money, so you know what I mean.
And I think Walmart too. When they got Calipari and Walmart, I think they added Walmart too. Yeah,
it kind of takes away from the big family decisions on like how people wanted to keep a certain coach here because it was good for the benefactors. But now they can actually the college can pay for the players and take out the family donors.
Gotcha.
Right.
So they can have a little bit more say.
Right, and plus the playing field will be a little more even, because having the backing of an alum is one thing, but having somebody that's probably an alum and one of the heirs to Tyson Chicken, that's just. So now we just all heirs. We don't have a conglomerate backing us as well. So now we can attempt to pay the players too. Yeah. So cool.
So
cool.
But and then So let's talk about the NBA playoffs, man. Like it's going pretty good so far.
Yeah, I'm going with Boston, man. Boston, they the team, they the champ, and until they are dethroned from last year.
It's just right.
Boston Celtics.
Yeah, for the NBA.
NBA.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah.
And you rolled your eyes like I was supposed to know.
I didn't roll my eyes.
I see you. Don't try to front.
Nah, he's over here. He's over here.
Omega seen that. He's so much scratching his beard like I don't want to say
He's over here making stuff up. Ain't nobody roll their eyes.
He rolled his eyes.
Ain't nobody roll their eyes.
You don't have nothing in your eyes.
You over here making stuff up.
Y'all, he rolled his eyes.
He just mad because he don't really know the conversation because it's sports.
If y'all feel my pain, put a wink eye emoji in the comments.
Don't do that. Don't let him bait y'all into doing
Put
that.
a wink eye emoji in the comments.
But nah, it's
boy.
I mean, I do agree with you. Boston has the better chance out of anybody that's in the playoffs.
Touch the nerve. Somebody's nerve got touched.
But I agree. Boston does have the advantage over everybody.
They're the champs. They're the champs. They got Cleveland. They got Cleveland coming out to beat them in the Eastern Conference. But until you dethrone the champs, they are the team to beat. Plain and simple. It doesn't matter. Numbers don't matter because you got to show up. You still got to play them.
The only team I can think that have the camaraderie like Boston Celtics has is OKC.
Yeah.
And OKC, they're just still young.
They got better defense, but they got bigger. Their problem last year was they was just small.
Yeah.
I predicted that. I said they're too small. But they once again they went and got Hartenstein from New York, who's a rebound. That's all they need was bigs.
Yeah.
But they doing their thing. I see them coming out in the West. Nobody can beat them.
Yeah. So I mean, we got some good stuff. So I mean, of course, we're gonna have to put a pin in on running back. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll get back to that. It's some good. You got some good stuff today. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So